Hey everyone, this is Tokyo Brandon. We are live. By the end of this show, I will be giving out 4 5% plays. I'm going to do a name that tune kind of quiz with y'all. This is only my second time going live. Just to let people who are tuning in for the first time know, I'm WagerTalk's #1 all sports profit capper in 2025, 2024, 2022, and 2021. Got 2 specials going on right now at WagerTalk. One of them is $2.85 for the rest of the year. You can get that deal at my page at WagerTalk. If you look at that little scroller down there, you can see it. And also TB7 for 7 days of my plays for just $69. You have to use that code when you put a 7-day pass in your cart. So we're going to talk baseball today. I like to call this Brandon's Baseball Bonanza. 1 o'clock in the morning here in Tokyo. So I have a friend and we are going to go over the games. I have all my stats updated. A lot of you said you want to hear some KBO. I'm doing this by myself. I have no producer. So I'm looking at the comments, but I might not be able to address everything at the same time because I'm doing the windows, the comments, and all the commentary all by myself. So I will do my best. I might take some questions like personal stuff. Last time I talked about why I'm in Japan, and I talked about how I joined WagerTalk, a bunch of other things. So I will address everything that I can when I get to it. But we will be playing Name That Tune. Some of it will be heavy metal. I like heavy metal. I like rock. Not all of it is heavy metal. Some of it is a little alternative, some rock and stuff like that. So we will be doing a Name That Tune. Let's talk about KBO to begin with. KBO. Oh, E, you're in Tokyo as well, huh? That's awesome. So 1 o'clock in the morning for you as well, huh? That's great. Let me first pull this up on YouTube to make sure that my screen is okay, everything is being shared, and that everyone's good. Let's see. Here we go. Turn the volume off. Okay. We are here, and I can look at the comments right now, but when I start getting into the numbers and stuff, you'd love to hear some MPB and KBO as well. Well, I am going to get to those, but I need to share my screen to do it. So it's going to be a little messy because there's going to be some awkward pauses and things like that, but that's when I'm going to do my Name That Tune. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hum or sing a song. Hey, T-Moss, what's going on? Danny, you're always the man. Mr. Sales out there. And David Talk, you are here too. Let's get it. Titan CT, you always watch our Total Bases show every weekday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Love you too. Colin Gregory. E, that's awesome that you're in Tokyo too. That's awesome. 1 in the morning for both of us. Everyone always asks why I'm wearing glasses. Well, if you had a bright light shining in your face at 1 in the morning, you'd probably wear glasses too. So let's get on to a couple of things. Let's see. Okay. Let me share my screen. So that means we are going to do the first Name That Tune. So Name That Tune, I'm going to sing a song or hum a song. I want the first person who can name that name of that song. You don't have to name the artist, but if you can name the artist, that's all right too. But the first person to put it in the comments, I'm going to give my next 5% play to. The way we're going to do it is you need an X account. I'll DM you on X. I'll DM you my next 5% play when I have one. WagerTalk only gives me 4 per month. So it'll be next month, but I will DM my 5% plays to the winners of this contest. So I'm going to share my window and I'm going to sing a song. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. I've never said I'm a good singer, by the way. So that's part of the challenge because you have to kind of decipher through my horrible singing. Okay. I'm done with Sergio. He treats me like a rag doll. She hides a television. That's okay, man. She don't like them anyway. Jane says, oh, I just gave it away, but you guys probably have it. Let's see. Jane says you got it. Steve Duke. Oh, wait. Hang on. Yes. Sorry, Danny. Jane's Addiction. Jane's Addiction is the artist. Jane says, who's the first one that said Jane says? That would be Shane. Shane, what is your X handle? Give me your X handle, and I will send you that. So let me share the window here. Shane 24 fan. First of all, let me put that in here. Shane 24 fan. You are the first winner of my 5% play. Send me your X details, and I will DM you what you need. Shane, are you out there? You were so quick to do the song. And okay, let me see. Dave Archer 924. You got it, my man. Dave Archer 24. Okay, Shane, DM me on X. Okay. I'm going to share my screen now. And we are going to talk about sharing this screen. Hopefully y'all can see that. This is ESPN, but first we're going to do KBO. So many of you asked me what I use for KBO. I use my KBOstats.com. So this is that website here. And so I'm just going to break it down with you and show you how I cap a game. So KBO, this is tomorrow's. Yesterday I went 2-0 in KBO. Not shabby. Number one profit capper in 2025. I think I'm plus about 65 units right now. Higher than every other capper at WagerTalk. Not shabby. So we need to go to KBO in my Google Sheets. Yes, I use Google Sheets for all of my stuff. And I've already updated all my stats. I spend about, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours just updating my stats. And then I spend another 2 to 3 hours doing my analysis. So let me make sure everyone are you seeing the screen? Okay, hopefully you are. Okay, yeah, everything looked good. Let's take, first of all, I eyeball the games and say what looks good to me. Let's see. I think this one looks good. Let's try Deuce on NC because I see somewhere here we can make a profit. So this is how I do it. This is my KBO spreadsheet. So first of all, I put the team names in, and then we put the pitchers in, and I'm updating the pitcher stats almost every day. We got Choi Sung Yang, and we've got Kim Nok Wan. So this is the complicated screen. So as you can see here, I've got the starting pitcher career rank, career whip, career K9, and walks. Because walks, I find, strikeouts and walks are a critical category. Season FIP, ERA, whip, all that stuff. And then down here we have the hitting stuff, how they're doing in the last 10 days. And then I have a pitcher breakdown right here. But I have a simple screen for this. So we're going to go to the simple screen. Here's the simple screen. So if you want to cap KBO yourself, I recommend you make a screenshot of this portion down here. So down here, I have every team, and I have their 1 through 10 ranking in runs per game, last 10 runs per game, pitching, and bullpen. So this is an overall team ranking that I use. And up here, we got today's matchup. Sorry, my throat. Little dry. So we got Choi Sung Yang and Kim Nok Wang. So you can see here Doosan and NC NC is definitely the better hitting team, especially in the last 10 days. But Doosan has the better pitcher. But is he that much better? Doosan, so the way I break this down would be Doosan, not a real good hitting team, but they're facing a really bad pitcher. So what I like to do is I like to curve my stats to the number of teams in the league. So we got 10 teams in the league. So my career starting pitching rank here would be curved to 10. So Kim Nak-wan got him ranked almost dead last on a curve of 10. And Choi Sun-young is the good pitcher of the two, but that's a term that we should use loosely here because he's ranked worse than 5. And 5 would be average. So we got 2 below average pitchers. And this stat is quite alarming. So my bases on balls to K percent. So what percent of batters does he walk compared to the number of batters that he strikes out? Hang on. I just want to make sure you guys got me. Okay. Holding it down once again. Yes, I am. So this is alarming. So he's over 100%. It means he's walking more people than he's striking out. And that is big trouble. So these sleepy Doosan bats should be able to wake up here. And NC bats are already awake. You can see they ranked 2 in the last 10 days. So starting pitcher ERA, we got one guy over 7 and one guy at 4.8. Both whips are bad. So season bases on balls to K rate, both of them are bad. And bullpens out of 10, we've got the number 8 and number 9 bullpens. So I think this looks like an over. So when this game comes out, Doosan NC, I'm going to be looking for the over. If it's 9.5, I'm probably going to smash that over in this game. So just showing you guys how I cap games. I hope that's interesting for you. And now I'm going to remove the shared screen and take a look at some of your comments. So let's take a look. And I'm going to be doing more songs and quizzes. So don't go away, guys. Keep bringing those. Keep paying attention. So, sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm doing the comments and the analysis and everything at the same time. Hopefully that gives you a little insight into how I cap games. 100 viewers. No, actually, we got 320 viewers, including X and Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff. But yeah, if you would click the like button, it would help me out a lot. WagerTalk was nice enough to give me my own show here, just opening up my spreadsheets and stuff to show you how I do my stuff. Huge favor, if you go back and watch the replay, you don't even have to watch the whole thing. Like it and give me a comment on the replay. It would help me tremendously. I would appreciate it greatly. Also, if you look down there, 7 days of my plays for $69 if you use code TB7. But they're doing a big special for me the rest of the year for $2, almost $2 a day. So drinking on the job, I love you, man. Yes, I love all of you guys, man. I love you guys. Look, I might not be the most entertaining guy. And also, it's tough to read comments, talk, and do analysis all at the same time. I don't get a producer for my show. But you and my grandma, let me see. You and my grandma, only two I know that drink Fireball. Your grandma drinks Fireball. She sounds like my kind of lady. Yeah, I was debating between water and Fireball, and I picked Fireball today. So you love my spreadsheets. Thank you very much. So, you know, this might be some dry content for some people, but for some people, you might like it. So just showing you an insight of how the #1 capper at WagerTalk does his analysis. So for KBO, that's kind of how I break it down. So I'd be worried about Doosan's bats, but then I look at the guy, he's walking more people than he's striking out. So Doosan probably can put some runs up tomorrow, and NC always puts runs up. So I'm going to look for an over in that game. That's how I break games down. I could do Japanese as well, but I don't want to spend too much time on that stuff. So, Sean, you're in the house. Nice to see you. And we are going to do another song in just a moment. Name that song. So let me see. Hopefully, the guy who won the first one is DMing me on. No, don't say that. Let's see. There we go. Okay, cool. Yes, sir. So DM me on Twitter X, and I will DM you my next 5% play. Danny, love you. You're always in the total bases, and you're always with me. You are my number one cheerleader. So yes, we are going to. Hang on. Is it 9.5? Not sure the lines are out yet for that one, but let me check real quick, and then I will do another song, and we will get to MLB capping. So I got a few plays. I do have a 4% play in MLB today. So if you go to my wt.buzz/TB, you can find that play. Let me see. Is KBO out? Looks like Pinnacle has KBO out 9.5. Doosan NC. Yeah, I would take the 9.5 over. As a matter of fact, I'll probably put that out when this show's over. I'm not going to actually put my plays out while I'm talking to you guys. Let's see. What medallions am I wearing? I got a few. They're gambling ones. They're kind of good luck medallions. I have a few. Personal note, I go to a Buddhist temple once a month, and I get some charms from there, and I wear those sometimes as well. But if you follow me on Twitter, which is at Tokyo_Brandon, you can see when I go to the temple, I usually take some pictures and send them out. Of course, I pray, and then I sign a book in the Buddhist temple and ask for help. So Buddhism is a little different than Christianity, because Christianity has one God, where Buddhism has several different gods, and you pick the God that you need at the time, which is kind of, Buddhism is kind of a religion of convenience, which is why I like it. But anyway, what is this? Running a flop house? What are you talking about, man? I'm running a capping house. I'm the number one capper at WagerTalk, man. Let's see. Taking a vacation to Japan. Oh, I have tons of suggestions. Yeah, you must go to Asakusa. Must go there. Best place in Tokyo. Killing it on total basis. Thank you for tuning in. So, are you ready to transition over to Major League Baseball? Once we do that, I'm going to do the next song while I'm sharing my window. Are you ready? What are your thoughts on The Clash? One of my favorite bands. Rock the Casbah. Rock. That's not the quiz. Rock the Casbah. I wouldn't give out the song title while I'm singing. Thank you, David. Appreciate you watching. And I appreciate you guys watching this show. As soon as I'm done, I really hope you go to the replay, click the like, and leave me a comment. I respond to all the comments. I'm a man of the people. I'm just a regular guy. I like to respond to y'all. But since I am the number one capper 4 of the last 5 years at WagerTalk, the purpose of this show is to give you a little insight to my capping. I do like The Clash. Some people call The Clash punk. I don't really think of them as punk. But yeah, I like them. They're kind of like alternative before alternative existed. Not really punk, in my opinion. London Calling it. Da, 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 da. That's a good song by The Clash as well. So I liked The Clash, yeah. Let's see. My card doesn't allow me to buy a plate. How else do I buy your plays on WagerTalk? WagerTalk customer service, they are the best in the world. If you write Missy at wagertalk.com, she will help you for sure, or just write info@wagertalk.com. They will take care of you for absolute sure. I'm not a payment or accounting guy. I just try to win bets, and customer service takes care of you guys. Let's see. I'm going to transition to Johnny's watching. Oh, I better watch what I say. Let's put Johnny up here. So I'm going to transition now. So that means Let me see. Hang on. They're closer to the punk than Motorhead not being metal. Come on, you guys. Someone said Motorhead is like a hair band. Motorhead is not a hair band, man. Motorhead was hardcore heavy metal. You got to be kidding me. Okay. We're transitioning. I'm going to share my screen here. And that means the next song is coming up. So are you ready? Hang on a second. Okay. So, write the name of this song in the comments. The first person to write the name of the song will get my next 5% play for free. Are you ready? In the days of my youth, I was told what it's like to be a man. Now I reach that age, I find that try to do the best I can. No matter what I do, I find myself in the same old. There you go. Good times, bad times, you know I've had my share. Okay, good. Ethan, you are the winner. Ethan Brainbridge. Give me your Twitter or Twitter X, or DM me on Twitter X, and I will give you my 5% play for free. The next one. We're gonna do 2 more songs, guys. So Ethan Brainbridge. Okay, so Ethan, you are the man. Jake, did you post it before Ethan? Hang on a second. Jake. Oh, Jake, you are right. Okay, I'm going to give it to both of you guys because I made a mistake. Sorry. This is the thing, man, when I'm doing it myself. Okay, Jake, you are also the winner. So I'm going to give it to both of you guys. So let me see. Hang on a sec. Jake. Correct. So you guys need to DM me, Jake. Correct. So Jake and Ethan, I'm going to give that to both of you guys because I flubbed it. Correct. See, you guys benefit when I make a mistake. Okay. You guys benefit when I make a mistake. Jake got it first. Yeah, I know. I gave it. I'm going to give it to both of them. So Danny, you need to be a little quicker, but I'm going to do 2 more songs, guys. So you guys need to DM me on Twitter X, and I will. Yeah, Ethan, you got it too. Don't worry. So I'm going to share my screen again. Are you ready? Here we go. So this is my MLB spreadsheet. Jake and Ethan, you both got the song, so you guys both get it. And I flubbed it, so your benefit. My mistake, your benefit. This is MLB. So as you can see, this is my main tab for MLB. This is where I input, and this is where I do a team matchup, but this is the tab I use for pitcher props. So let's go to MLB, and the first thing I do is break down a game. So JP Sears, if you talk about the Yankees and A's. So if you see here, JP Sears brings up a X value here for me. It means he hasn't pitched enough innings in the last month to qualify. So unfortunately, I can't do this game, but Clark Schmidt does qualify. So I'm going to take a look at his props for a minute. So let's put Clark Schmidt in here, and he's facing the Athletics. So just to show you, this is how I do my breakdowns for strikeouts and outs props. So here we got Clark Schmidt versus the Athletics. I'm projecting him at 18.5 outs. And I project his strikeouts, kind of hard to see here, but I'm projecting his strikeouts at 5.62. But you don't need to worry about that. I'm going to show you my whole sheet in just a moment. So I do have an outs props tab right here. I have a strikeouts tab right here. So if you want to screenshot something and do your own capping, this would be the thing to screenshot. So this is my strikeouts. So in the yellow is what the book is, and in the orange is what I project. So here, if they show up red, that means they're like more than one. They're more than a 1 difference. So that means a big difference. So I got Slade Ciccone here. So screenshot this, you guys, and you can use my strikeouts for today, starting pitchers. That's my projection. Did you screenshot it? I'm moving on to outs. So screenshot it quickly. Here we go. I'm moving to outs. So these are today's outs. So the outs props, yellow is the book, and then the gray is my projection. So as you can see, I like Clark Schmidt here. I'm projecting him at 18.5, and the book has him at 17.5. And I do keep track of my record here. So my Clark Schmidt projections right now, so far, only two. One was over and one was under. I won the over and I lost the under. It doesn't mean I bet all of these or put them out at plays as WagerTalk, but you can see here on the right side over here, all my projections here. So anytime I put something on this sheet, it'll tag whether it's over and under. But if you look here, over 17.5 outs, my projections are 20 wins and 13 losses. So that's 60.6% win, which equals minus 154 odds. So that's how I analyze this. So Clark Schmidt, I won his over, and my 17 overs are good. And then if I'm 1 to 0.5 projected over, it's 13-7. So all of that points to Clark Schmidt going over 17.5 outs recorded. So what does 17.5 outs recorded mean? You take the number of outs and divide by 3. 18 outs is 6 innings. So basically 17.5 over under means, is he going to finish the 6th inning or not? I am going to put out a play F yes, which means I think Clark Schmidt is going to finish the 6th inning. So that's my projection for that game. We're going to do more games, guys, but first I need to remove the screenshot. And can you guys hear me? Is everything good? Comments are few. So are you guys out there? Blackout. Oh, I love the Scorpions. I love a little blackout. Yeah, blackout. I really had a blackout. Scorpions are great because I used to play electric guitar in high school. I was in a band. We did heavy metal, and no disparaging the Scorpions, but their songs are very easy to play and their guitar solos are really easy to play. So I used to love doing Scorpions. You know, Arizona really was a blast. I got screwed up in a total mess. Great songs, but Scorpion songs are very easy to play. So if you're doing a band and you're not very good at guitar, Scorpion songs are the best because they just do like simple bar chords. So anyway, let's get this money. Let's do it. Where are we on time? We doing all right? We are doing all right. We're about halfway through. I got 2 more songs to sing for you and 2 more 5% plays to give out. And again, look down there. 7 days, TB7 for 7 days of my plays for $69. If you put the 7-day pass in your cart, when you check out, you just put TB7 and you can get that for $69. Also, WagerTalk's doing a big special for me because I took over the #1 spot in 2025. You can get the rest of the year of my plays for just $2.85 a day. It's a good deal. Right now I'm plus 65 units or plus 70 units. So plus 100 units means you've doubled the bankroll. If your bankroll is $10,000 and you're plus 100 units, it means you're at $20,000 now, or $10,000 to $20,000. So you just picked up my play through this series. Yes, it will be beneficial. Sean McLean, thank you so much. Oh, 600 the rest of the year is absolute steal. Danny, you are my biggest cheerleader. Thank you very much. I know you're not going to buy that, Danny, because you got my early bird special. So you have all my plays for the rest of the season. Appreciate you, man. Danny, you are the guy. And actually, I love your avatar there. We kind of look like twins, don't we? Look at me and Danny together. Don't we look like twins? All right. Don't use the bankroll method? You don't use the bankroll method. Well, it's a smart way to go, which is why, look, the guys at WagerTalk, they've been in this business forever and they know bankroll management. And they actually get on my case sometimes because I put out too many plays or I'm irresponsible with bankroll management, but they keep me in line. And the way WagerTalk does it is the best way. 2%, 3%. Don't risk more than 15% in a day. Jake, I appreciate it. Can you tell me what your Twitter handle is? So just to make sure I don't get I don't send it to the wrong person. But yes, I appreciate that. I need that basketball special. Okay, I do basketball. I do Korean and Japanese basketball. Very successful at it. I also do EuroLeague, but that's not going to start until October-ish. So we will get a new basketball deal. Danny, you are the man. I appreciate you. Juice games -1. Yes, let's talk about -1 for a minute. -1 is a way that I try to reduce the price of a game and still hedge my risk. I would definitely take a -1 because with a -1, if your team wins, even by 1 run, it's a push instead of a loss. And you can knock 30 cents off the money line price if you take a -1. I do it all the time. My last 5% play that I won was a -1. I think I had the Rangers. So yeah, -1s always. Yes, I always do consider taking starting pitchers not to record a win, but you can't take those straight up because they're usually about -300. But 2 -300 parlays together is usually about a -120. So you'll find on my plays at WagerTalk, I generally will take a team that has a poor bullpen and poor hitting, and I'll take that pitcher to not record a win, and I'll put that together with another play like a first 5 under or something like that as a parlay. Okay, thank you, Ethan. Got you covered. Didn't realize I'm reading just talking smack. No, you're cool, man. I appreciate you guys watching. Don't apologize for anything. Yes, Danny, you got my early bird. I appreciate it. Johnny Detroit, if you're listening, you need to make me an early bird for basketball again this year. We'll do that in September when baseball winds down, Danny. Again, love your avatar. You and me are like twin brothers, man. Appreciate it. So next song coming up, we are, Jake, you are Ghost Asthma. Hang on just a second. Let me make a note of that, and we will get to the next song, Ghost. So Shane, Ethan, and Jake, you need to DM me on Twitter if you haven't already. Sorry, I can't check Twitter and do the comments and do my video. Chronic walkers. Yeah, chronic walkers. There are none today, unfortunately. I did take a rundown and look, but there are no chronic walkers on the list today. So no bases on balls props today. When do I reset my units? January 1st. So the way WagerTalk does it, we go January 1st to December 31st. That's what we consider the year, like Johnny's saying. And let's see. Johnny's also talking about the rest of the year promo is cheap as it will get. Like Danny said, it's a good deal. So down there, rest of the year for $2.89, I think it was, per day. So that's a great deal. TB7, also 1 week for $69. I am the #1 all sports profit capper in 2025, 2024, 2022, 2021. 4 of the last 5 years, I'm the #1 guy in profit at WagerTalk, and nobody else can say that. It's a great deal to ride the best capper at WagerTalk. Next song, are you ready? I'm going to sing a song here. I want now Jake, Ethan, and hang on a sec. Shane, Ethan, and Jake, please do not answer because you guys already got it. Here's the next song. Chronic Walker, 10,000 steps per day. That's great. You are a chronic walker, but it looks like you're riding a horse there. But anyways, okay. Chronic walker riding a horse. Love it. Okay, we got 600 people watching live. You need MLB picks, please. I will get to my spreadsheet. We're going to do another game. Next song. If you know the name of this song, please put it in the comments. First person is going to get my next 5% play for free. I am a man who walks alone, and when I'm walking a dark road, sometimes weary when it's dark. And when the night begins to fall, I suddenly feel a little strange, like I'm walking in the park. Oh, you got it, Alan. You know what? You guys were almost at the same time, so I'm going to give it to both of you, Alan and Steve. So Alan Friars and Steve Duke. Fear of the dark. Fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always near. So Alan Friars. Okay, Alan Friars. Steve, I'm going to give it to you too because you guys basically answered at the same time. I'm a man of the people. Steve Duke. So, and Steve Duke, you always watch our total bases too. So I'm going to give you a little extra. So Alan and Steve, you need to DM me on Twitter X, and I am going to give you my next 5% play for free. Again, WagerTalk. I've used my 5%, my 5% plays for this month. So the next 5% play will be in July, but I will DM them to you. So please, thank you, Chris. Some people would disagree with that. Why are you crying, man? I never said I was the best singer in the world, but at least, hey, you guys are guessing the songs. So yes, it was Iron Maiden, Fear of the Dark. And it's time for another drink. And it's time to share my screen and get to the next MLB game. Ethan, I appreciate you. You won the first 5% play today, so congratulations. So sharing the screen, and here we are. Let's take a look at another game. Twins. No, actually, Bailey Ober does not show up in my stats. So the Twins-Tigers game would not be a good one to go over. I can show you real quick if you want to see my numbers on it. But I already showed you my outs, props, and all that stuff. So I hope you took screenshots of those. Ober. So Bailey Ober, you can see here, he doesn't show up. I guess he hasn't pitched enough innings in the last month. But you can see here that I've got Minnesota's bullpen ranked 22 out of 30, which is very bad. That's current form. It doesn't mean that's who they are. It means current form, that's who they are. Detroit's bullpen, pretty mediocre. They're ranked 15 right now, but Detroit is tearing the skin off the ball right now, and tearing the cover off the ball, shall I say. And Minnesota is not. Casey Mize, got him ranked 12 on a curve of 30 starting pitchers. But I always like to also go in and take a look at how he does against these batters. So this video is going to autoplay. I still haven't turned off the autoplay. So against Minnesota, they have a 259 average against him and a 651 OPS. So it's a little better than mediocre against these batters. And then let's see how he's done recently. 5 innings, 6 inning, 5, 4. So the 4, let's see, 93 pitches to get through 4 innings means the White Sox made him work a little bit. But besides that, he's only allowed 1, 2, 2. So Casey Mize has been pretty darn good lately. And against the Twins, he's okay. So I don't know if I would make a play on Detroit. Usually when I like the team ranks to be 10 or more apart, unfortunately, Bailey Ober does not register. So let's do another game. I don't think Blackburn's. Should we do the Pirates Mets? Let's try Pirates Mets. So we got Pirates Mets here, Pittsburgh and New York Mets. We got Blackburn going for, and I liked Blackburn when he was with the A's. I thought he was really good. We got Falter here. What a poor choice of last names, man. He's gonna falter. But anyway, so let's see. My difference here, I have these teams almost dead even. So I definitely would not play this game. But bullpens, they're both average to mediocre. Starting pitcher Bailey Falter, 18 out of 30. Blackburn, 16 out of 30. Batting, neither one is tearing the cover off the ball right now. Let me show you the stats I get for this. Let's see. Falter against the New York Mets. Or actually, I don't even need to do that. I already have all the numbers listed here. So I hope you guys took a screenshot of this earlier, but you can see neither one of them have the outs up on DraftKings. I use DraftKings to get all my stats because I love DraftKings because, and I'm not promoting them or anything, but I like them because I can do alt team totals and alt first five totals. So let's take a look at Falter, Blackburn and Falter. Here they are. So Blackburn, the book has him at 3.5. I project him at 4.02. That's probably not a big enough difference for me to make a play on the over, but I do project Blackburn to go over. And then Falter, he's also 3.5. Project him at 3.9. So I project him over as well, but it's not enough to make a play on it. Okay, so I'm going to unshare my screen. Take a look at the comments one more time. So I can only do one thing at a time, guys. I'm not... I ain't so smart, as they say. If you heard my last story, when I was at the University of Arizona, I majored in architecture and I dropped out and took up Japanese because I just had a gift for it. But I did graduate, which is more than I could say for some people. But I don't know how I graduated. I had a thing for Japanese. Actually, funny story. At the University of Arizona, to major in Japanese, we had to do language, literature, and we had to do social studies / politics to graduate. What they did is, Japanese writing, it's a little different than English, and they have these characters, and they threw down 10,000 characters, and I had to write the pronunciation and the meaning for 10,000 different characters as my graduation thesis, and I had to get 60% or more. So I guess I'm good at something. I'm good at Japanese and I'm good at numbers. I used this exact same spreadsheet when I was a scout for a Major League Baseball team as well. A lot of people say, oh, scouting, that must have been really cool. Actually, scouting is a pretty bad job. It's not very glamorous at all. We're just contract employees, so we can't say, hey, I represent so-and-so team. You're not allowed to do that. You get paid not great. The director of scouting gets paid well, but the regular foot soldier scouts, they don't get paid that well. You live out of your car practically. So yeah, it's not a very glamorous job. I'm much happier here at WagerTalk. Okay, let's get to some comments here. Falter's innings started to pile up. He tends to fade. Okay, that's good information. I did not know that, but if he's going to start fading throughout the season, it's good information to have. A lot of the older players do, like old veterans, kind of like, I don't know, like Verlander or guys like that. They're going to start fading as the season goes on. Couldn't fade the Twins game. I like their momentum. Their bullpen's not playing real well, though. Okay, one more song to go. And we'll do a couple more Major League Baseball games as well. So this is the last song. The winners so far are Steve Duke, Alan Friars. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Shane, Ethan, and Jake. You guys don't answer this, okay? So this is not heavy metal. This would be considered more like alternative, I guess. But to be honest, I think this is one of the best albums in the history of music. Led Zeppelin 4 is probably the best album in the history of music. When I rank albums, I like to say there's no clunkers on it. I think Kiss Alive 2, probably one of the greatest albums of all time. No clunkers. They're all really good. Seth, you want me to speak some Japanese for you? I could, but nobody's going to understand what I'm saying. じゃあ次の曲いきましょう。次の曲は、ヘビーメタルではないけど、アルタナティブというか、歌ってみようと思っています。正解できる人は、そこに書いてください。There's my Japanese. How is that? Did you understand me? Okay. Anyways, so this is one of the best albums of all time. But it's not heavy metal. It's more like alternative rock. Not one clunker on this whole album. Are you ready? Whoever knows this song, please write the name of the song in the comments. This is going to be a difficult one, but let's try it. Somebody's honey is giving me chills. This world is enough of me and loving me and taking me every day to be cool. Dun, doo, 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 dun, dun, dun. Your touch is a high road. Do 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 don't know. Say it ain't so. Your touch. Very good. Awesome song. Yeah. Say It Ain't So by Weezer. Mike Montalvo, you are the winner. Brad, B-Rad, you put Weezer, but that was incorrect. Well, you got the right band name, but you needed to get the song name. You said, you want me to speak Japanese again? You guys are funny. Mike Montalvo, you are the winner. So, Mike Montalvo, tell me what your Twitter is, and DM me on Twitter, and I will send you my next one. My Pots of View. You guessed every song, but you were a little late, but I'm going to give you the play because you guessed every song right. So My Pots, what is your Twitter handle? And please DM me on Twitter, My Pots. My Pots, I'm going to give it to you too because you're the man. You guessed every song, but you were just a little late. My Pots of View. So songs are done. I am going to spend the rest of the time doing baseball capping. If you want me to, somebody's honey is giving me chills. That Weezer, the Blue Album, yes, the Blue Album is one of the best albums of all time. I love that album. What's that? I want a girl who will laugh for no one else. Is a great song. Say It Ain't So. What's with these homies dissing my girl? Just good song throughout the album. The Weezer Blue Album, one of the best albums of all time. I know it's not heavy metal, but man, that's a good album. Weezer's awesome live. Really, I've never seen them live. I'm sure they are. I even like their new stuff, like Beverly Hills. It's not really new stuff, but good stuff. David Talk, you spent 19 years in Japan. I'm on my 30th year in Japan, but awesome. Did you live in the Kanto area? Buddy Holly, yeah, that's a great song by Weezer as well. What's with these homies dissing my girl? Led Zeppelin 4, best album of all time. Kiss Alive 2, second best album of all time. I would put Weezer at number 3. The Blue Album, really good album. Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast, really good album as well. But yeah, I'll do a show on that later. So for all of you guys who won the contest, My Pots of View, Steve Duke, Alan Furious, Shane, Ethan Brainbridge, Jake Karach, Mike Montalvo, and Ghost Asthma. You guys need to hit me up on Twitter in the DMs, and I will send you my next 5% play. Yokosuka Sasibo Atsugi. I live near Atsugi, actually. I live in near Yokohama, but it's kind of by Atsugi. If you know Machida, I live in the Machida area. So yeah, awesome. One of the Weezer's wife shot an officer. Oh no, that's not good. That's bad. Yeah, sometimes these rock people, they have some troubled pasts, and troubled. They're surrounded by some troubled people as well. Home run props. Do not do home run props, and I'll tell you why. Real quick breakdown here. Basically, if you take someone like Ohtani, he's probably one of the best home run hitters. Ohtani and Judge are like the two best home run hitters. Maybe Raleigh as well, but Ohtani hits a home run about 1 every 4 games or 1 every 17 at bats. So basically, in any given game, you have basically a 25% chance of him hitting a home run. So, so your odds should be plus 400. But you're never going to get plus 400 for an Ohtani home run prop. You're only going to get plus 180 or maybe 200 if you're lucky. So do not bet home run props. They're sucker bets. And actually, any bet that doesn't offer you a no option is a sucker bet. So home run yes is all they offer. They don't offer you the home run no option. That's the big red flag that it's a sucker bet. Let's see. Brain Bitch, Ethan, Night Ranger, Sister Christian. Not my favorite song, but Don't Tell Me You Love Me. Actually, Don't Tell Me You Love Me. Brad Gillis's guitar solo in that song is one of my favorite guitar solos of all time. Mr. Crowley by Ozzy Osbourne, Randy Rhoads guitar solo in that song I love. But I think Night Ranger, Brad Gillis, one of my favorite guitarists. And when he played with Ozzy around 82, when they did that live tour, I went and saw it. Brad Gillis is an amazing guitarist, but I love his guitar solo in Don't Tell Me You Love Me. Don't Tell Me You Love Me. Brad Gillis's guitar solo in that, I love it. Living in Japan, more expensive. Some things are more expensive and some things are not. For example, cigarettes are pretty cheap here because everyone smokes. I don't smoke. I used to, but I quit. But cigarettes are cheap here. Alcohol is cheap here. But some things are not. Cars and computers are pretty cheap in Japan, but milk, dairy products, and food is pretty expensive here. Rent is very expensive. I own a house here in Japan. This house that I live in, I could probably buy this for maybe less than half the price I bought it for in Japan. So yeah. Land and food, very expensive in Japan. Gasoline is very expensive because it's completely imported. They make zero gasoline here. It's all imported. So yeah, some things are expensive. Let's get on to some baseball capping. I appreciate you guys' question. Does Fireball ever give you a hangover? Yeah, I usually go to sleep right after I do my shows on WagerTalk because it's basically 2 o'clock in the morning here. But yeah, sometimes I wake up a little cloudy. You quit smoking too? Yeah. Jave, you're the man. I love your banana picking avatar there, man. But yeah, quitting smoking was the hardest thing I ever did in my life. Quitting smoking was very hard, but man, I just had it in my head, man, I'm never giving a penny to those tobacco companies ever as long as I live. And I was spending at least $250 a month on smoking. And just think, you're handing it over to these corrupt, disgusting companies. And I just thought to myself, man, I'm not giving them another penny. And I just woke up every day and I'm like, I'm not giving you my money. I'm not giving you my money. As a matter of fact, the beginning of each week, I would take what I used to spend on cigarettes and I would buy myself something. So I didn't have money to buy cigarettes. I would buy myself like a new hat or, a CD or something like that. So we love Tokyo Brand. I love you guys too. Do me a huge favor and go to the replay of this when I'm done and leave a comment and hit the like. It will show Johnny Detroit, who's in the chat right now. It'll show him that you guys love me. We got 700 people watching live right now, so not bad for a solo show of a guy drinking alcohol and singing. So, but I am the #1 capper, and if you see down there, TB7 for 1 week, $69, and the rest of my year for $2.85 a day. Pretty good deal. You can grab both of those at right there, wt.buzz/TB. You love Tokyo Brandon. I love you guys too. Let's share the screen and do some more baseball capping. Let's see. Hang on a second. Bear with me. We're going to just share the whole window. Do it. Are we sharing the window? There we go. Okay. Let's do another game. What game shall we do? Let me pick the game because I can't read the comments while I'm doing this at the same time. Let's talk about the Dodgers for a minute. I'm not going to cap this game though because Ohtani probably just pitching another inning. Interestingly, his K prop was over under 1.5. Probably going to be over because I have a feeling they're going to let him pitch more than one inning. All the rumblings out of Los Angeles say he's going to pitch 2 innings today, and he certainly should be able to K 2 guys if he pitches 2 innings. I'm not betting it because it was minus 170, and it's quite a risk because you really don't know what you're going to get. But yeah, that's the story on Ohtani. Let's see. I want to pick a game where I have both pitchers show up. Let's try Nationals Angels. Why don't we? Sometimes the best games to cap are not the most interesting ones. But actually, this one, we got Soroka going against Hendricks, right? Let me make sure both of these pitchers show up. They do. Okay. Sometimes the best games to cap are not the ones that are the most entertaining. But this could be entertaining. We've got 2 teams that can hit the ball. So as you can see, batting-wise, I have both of these teams hitting better than average. So 15 is average. Got the Angels at 14. We got the Nationals at 10 or 11. Angels bullpen playing quite well, but the Nationals bullpen is trash. And then 2 starting pitchers on a curve of 30. They're both playing like trash. So would love to do an over here. And if you noticed, yesterday's game went over right away. I think that was the second inning. It was already over. But this is kind of a red flag for an over. We got 2 pitchers. So what this number is right here is how often they walk compared to how often they strike out. So striking someone out is like the golden ticket. We got a golden ticket. We got a golden ticket. It's the golden ticket of starting pitching because you get a guy out without him even touching the ball. Walking someone is like the black plague of starting pitching because you're putting a guy on base. You're rewarding him for doing nothing. So this is the percent that they walk compared to how the percent that they strike out. So if you have a low number here, so generally pitchers are between 30 and 40 walks to strikeouts. I know no other capper uses this stat, but I've been using this since I was a scout. This percent is how I do it. So Soroka has a really good walk to strikeout ratio. And let's take a look at Soroka here. Soroka. So I'm just walking you through how I do capping inside my head, basically. So Soroka against the Angels, man, Soroka is striking out 10 guys per 9, and the Angels are striking out more than 10 times per 9. So, man, Soroka's strikeout prop. Let's take a look at that because he's striking out guys like crazy. So let's take a look at Soroka. Soroka. Where is he? Soroka. Sorry, the alcohol is starting to kick in. 5.5. I got him projected at 6.58. So Soroka strikeouts over would be a good way to go here. Also, the over overall, but man, Soroka could have a good game. This number to me indicates that Soroka could have a good game here. Add to the fact that the Angels are just hitting basically mediocre. So the 2 ways I would go in this game would be Soroka over in his strikeouts or the over. Take a look over here, guys. This is my bullpens to hitting, and I know you can't see it. I'm going to take this down smaller so you can see the whole thing. Bullpens. This is my bullpen rank for current form, and then this is my lineups rank for current form. So take a screenshot of those if you want to do your own capping. Strikeout bullpens hitting, and I gave you all of my strikeout and my outs numbers, right? So take a screenshot of that. I'm going to put this back up to 100%, and I am going to take off the screen sharing. It's me again. What's up? Every Saturday, as long as Johnny lets me, I'm going to be here. Let's see if he wants. We're trying to get more guys to do solo stuff. Yeah. So Johnny calls the shots here. He knows gambling better than anyone, and he keeps me in line to make sure I don't lose you guys money. Can I go over Tampa, Baltimore? I don't think we have time to go over another game. I have to cut it off here because Gianni's going to do his show, and I don't know if we can both do it at the same time. So I got to cut it off here. Everyone who won the contest, appreciate you guys. Steve, Alan, Shane, Ethan, Jake, Mike, Ghost Asthma, Shaver Archer, and My Pots of View. Hit me up on Twitter X. I will get to you. I need more time. Yeah, I'd love it. I could do this for 2 or 3 hours, actually, to be honest, but I got to end the stream because someone else has to use it. So thank you guys for tuning in. Go to the replay, click the like, and leave a comment if you enjoy what I'm doing. It will show WagerTalk that we're popular, and we'll keep going, and we'll keep doing it. I will wake up at 1 a.m. to keep doing this for you guys. Thank you all for your comments, and I will read all of your comments on the replay. Go down and get my special as well. I'm signing off, guys. Take it easy. Have a great weekend and win some money.